Hey, good afternoon. Brady Kinneman from Western Wisconsin Ag Supply here in Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Welcome to Wisconsin. Here's the weekly review. So today I'm going to kind of walk you through, we're staging some corn plants here behind me, looking for some corn rootworm beetle, scouting that. The first thing I kind of want to do here is I got a cob. I want to show you how we check for pollination. You can see here I cut off the end of the cob with my handy dandy tool here. And I made a slit down the side of the cob so we can actually open up. And I can see if I can do this one-handed here. Pull the cob out. Kind of not doing it super great. But a lot of times you can kind of shake it. You can kind of see which ones haven't pollinated yet. I kind of pulled a few of them out there. Mostly just the tip. You can actually run your fingers down the cob here. We're in the blister stage. If the kernel has a blister on it, it did pollinate. It looks like this one's about 95% pollinated. There's a few of them in there that were missed, but yeah, you can almost run your finger right down them. We're in the blister stage, so this is R2. And we'll set that down. So this is a great time to scout for corn rootworm. Look for some beetles. So you can actually do this a little bit earlier. This is a little bit late to be doing root floats, as they call this, but it's kind of a fun activity. So just to see what kind of pressure rootworm you have in your fields. But you just take your shovel, you go dig a whole root ball out with the roots and everything in it, and you put it in a 5-gallon pail of water, and you let it sit in there for 3-4 minutes until it's totally soaked in water. And you can kind of see in there, you see here we got some rootworm beetles floating. They're just about ready. These guys were in the root ball yet, but they're just about ready to come out. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are just about ready to come out. And right here it looks like we got still a nymph in there, but yep, that guy, he's still developing. He'll come out in a few days too. So, but I'll kind of show you now what it looks like when you get out in the field and scouting for rootworm beetles on your silks. So now I'm out in the field here, and I'll show you an example of after the corn rootworm beetles come out of the ground and hatch. They come up and they start eating your silks. So we got a corn plant here. It's pollinating. You can see the pollen on the leaves. And all you got to do is you can kind of look and you can see them brown spots there on the silks too. That's how you know that the rootworm are feeding. Oop, there's one right there. Looks to be a western. But if you kind of tickle the silks a little bit, oh, there's another one in there too. That guy right there. So there's 2 on that one there. Kind of move over, we'll see, do we got any more on this guy here? Nope, none on that one. So that's just an example, not threshold by any means, but they definitely will clip the silks, and you can see on the kernels too, if you're missing kernels, a lot of times they'll clip that silk, and then that kernel won't amount to anything this year. So welcome to the bean field. So right here we're looking at a bean field planted in early May. Actually, we airflowed these beans. So last fall ran the sulfur over the corn stalks, and then we threw the beans out there with some potash in the airflow this year, and then we sulfured it again, and this is our result. Actually, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it, to be honest. These beans right here, we're looking at R4. We got some pod sets here at the bottom, still some flowers at the top. You can kind of see here we got some shot holing going on due to this guy right here. That'd be a Japanese beetle. See, there's one on top here. I think there's a few on the bottom too. Yep, there's a couple on the bottom too. So Japanese beetles are kind of the main thing we're seeing this year. If we look for some aphids, not seeing a lot of aphids in this field here. There's a few of them out there, but these little guys here know it's COVID this year. They're feeding like crazy, filling up the freezers. So that's our weekly review from Wisconsin this year. You guys have a good week. Hopefully we catch some more rains and keep this crop growing. So enjoy a little video of some of the application we did in the last week here. Some fungicide we did on some corn with the ground rig and the helicopter. So have a good week. See ya.